Wow. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Cape Rides. I'm Sally, your host, and today we are checking out Ethan's Audi A1. What's up, Ethan?
Good, man, sir.
All good, good. So tell us a bit about your car.
My car is the Audi A1, S-Line Sportback, 2014 model.
2014. When did these cars come out around, do you know?
I think the A1 probably 2011.
2011, there around, yeah.
First model came out.
Okay, so it's a 1.4 TSI.
Yeah, 1.4 TSI, making about 136, if I'm not mistaken,
Kilowatts. Ooh, that's a healthy.
It's a healthy amount.
Yeah. Anything done to the car?
At the moment,
exterior-wise?
No, nothing. Stock standard. Not Cape Town standard, like stock standard.
As it came from the factory floor, there you heard it.
Stock standard.
Alright, Kawhi. So you previously had a Polo GTI. What that was the 1.4 as well. What year model was that? The Polo 6 GTI. We'll check
Polo 6 GTI was, I think, 2014, same year model. Basically the same car kind of actually.
Same platform.
Same platform, same motor. Yeah, so I had the Polo GTI. I had it for about 3 years. Yeah, could have been 3 years. But had a few issues with it. Normal stuff. Turbo kind of gave problems. Injectors, throttle control flap, all that kind of stuff. And I had to basically replace that in a year of owning the car. So I decided to rather let it go. Because
sounds expensive for maintenance.
Yeah,
you don't want to have to drive a car that's going to be your daily car and then still have to worry about other things that's going to break and more you have to fork out.
Exactly,
I mean, stuff is expensive.
Super expensive. Definitely. Especially when you get to DSG and turbos.
Nah,
it's not a good time.
Yo. So, what made you jump from the Polo, which is like a more, I'd say it's a more common car between the two. You see a lot more Polos than you see A1s, and I mean they share the same kind of platform and engine. They're both basically under the VW umbrella, like Audi, Bugatti, all of those things. So, what made you switch from the VW to the Audi, which is more of a, I'd say it becomes the brand is like your VW is your every guy kind of brand, and then the Audi is the more upmarket, if you would say, something like that, the more premium, and it does become more expensive. But you're not worried about the expenses going up and more?
Between the two, it's basically, for me at least, so I try to justify it saying it's the same platform. So this car and the Polo GTI, same motor, Polo being a bit bigger, but the reason for going to this car is when I sold the GTI, I wanted something similar or better. A3 was a bit out of the price range, and even though I wanted to keep the car because I was looking for a Polo GTI for a while, found it and I had a few issues with it, wanted to keep it but decided rather sell it while I still have the chance and get something similar.
Before things get
too out of hand. That's where the A1 came in for basically around about the same price, and it was the same spec basically as my Polo GTI. So it was almost to me like swapping from the Polo to a A1 is basically the same car, just a bit different, just a nice different shape.
Yeah, so we just say what would be the pros and cons of the Polo versus the pros and cons of this car, to put them in comparison.
The only cons on the Polo was the mechanical side,
the maintenance, excessive maintenance.
Because yes, the car was fun, but it gets annoying every 3 months having to replace something. So can't really enjoy the car because the next sound you hear is like, is it something that broke or am I just tripping? So that was like the big con about that car. But further on, everything to me at least was pros. It had the daytime running lights, the LED lights, it had the sunroof.
So it's the full Highline spec.
Full Highline spec car, so I had no issues with the car, at least in that way. But mechanical wise, wasn't good.
VW problems,
buddy.
So, and this car? Loving it so far.
No issues.
Touch wood.
There's no wood in here though. But the only con I'd say is the standardness. It's way too quiet. At least on the Polo I had a downpipe and software on the car, so it was a bit more lively. This one still makes the power, same power, but it's a bit too quiet for my liking at least. So hopefully somewhere in the near future.
But I mean, future time there is always room for upgrades and improvements. You know what you'd want to do to it. So
fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's you say that's next on the car, a nice exhaust.
Next on the car is just to at least improve the sound. I'm not that big of a performance guy. I don't drive really fast really, so I don't need a lot of power, but at least a bit of sound would be nice.
Kick, yeah.
And then more into stance, so maybe lowering the car, new rims.
Yeah, I'd say lowering,
stuff
that's
like
about it. The rims, like personally, I'd say the rims on this car looks mad. I mean, if you're checking out the footage of it, you see the car. There's not much that you can really do to a car like this if it comes out of the factory. You could change the rims up a bit. You could lower the car. That will give it a more stance look. But I'd say the car is pretty much like a full package. So yeah. Okay, Ethan's gonna take us on a bit of a test drive so we can see what's going on. Okay, we're gonna do acceleration test now. Let's see how this boy goes.